Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready to break. Go 50 extra money. Watch the sled. Watch the sled. Check. Get it.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 45 on second down. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive. To that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check that.
And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
Ready. 70, Indy. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Ship. He's coming. Ready.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49, check 49, check 49.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Watch 54, watch 54. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, it's Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Check, check. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. 5.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Here we go. Now, Katie. He's tackled at the 40. Got. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New England.
Ready? Turn 88. Watch the curl. 20.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Great.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Off play action. Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Great. Check 24. Check. Back.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 39.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
Now Michelle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. Got his man. That's Harry. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
3rd and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
58, boys. 58. Ready?
From the 22, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Block now to throw. His throw incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 79 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Off play action. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the 50, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. The pass complete. It's Bird. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He'll take a shot for the end zone. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Lindsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check safety. Check safety. 20. 8.
Off the play fake. Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on third down, Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Gun. Check 43.
From the 27, Newton. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Here we go. All day, defense. All day. Kill. Gun. 8. Check Mike 45. Check. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
To throw on third down, Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. James White, 26 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Showing up. Check. Fresno. 6-6-5.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
70, Indy.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
218, chop. Man, I got you. Switch. Kill. Shift.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, they'll run with Wright. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Great. Check Michael Allen. Oh, here we go. Check Michael Allen. Get ready. Great.
On third down, Newton. It's complete. James White. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Gun.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
20.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This is Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Hey, Alpha. 51 to mine.
Now to the air. Rock escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, Zoom. We got double up, double up. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Yo, 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Newton. That's complete to White. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw it is Locke. They'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
Locke looks to throw it again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance.